The Mystic Meals Podcast.
The Mystic Meals Podcast.
With your host, Chef Nikki Meow. We talk about food, life. Oh, and we also talk about...
Oh, yeah!
Baby. You better be ready. Right now, here's your host, Chef Nikki Meow. Get it, baby.
Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to a Carnival of Culinary Carnage in this episode of the Mystic Meals Podcast with me. I'm your friendly neighborhood homegirl, Chef Nikki Meow. And step right up, folks, because we are about to send in the clowns. I am so thrilled to have the masterminds behind the upcoming Circus of the Dead 2. Mr. Billy Pon and Kelley Wilson are joining me right now. Let me let them in. Hey. Hey.
There's only one clown and Billy.
Well, I mean, I count, don't I?
Now,
Yes.
Are we on video?
Yes.
Okay.
See,
I thought I read somewhere there wasn't. But luckily she put her makeup on.
I did put makeup
I
on
did too,
and I
girl.
washed my hair.
Yes,
I did.
I got a little coiffed.
And
for
his
the-
big old head's taking up the whole screen. So,
Hi, y'all.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you? So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Very nice to
Yes.
meet you.
I'm
And it's been a
super
long time
excited.
since we talked, huh?
It's 4 years.
Yeah.
I think it was 4 years when we did our last show, and it was a good one.
Started dating.
We were both
Yeah.
going through some things.
Yeah, we
Yes.
were, boy.
Yeah.
Thank God they got over with and life got better.
Right.
How's things going your way?
Yeah. Good.
Good.
A lot
Good.
better. A lot
Awesome.
better.
Good.
Lots of moving parts. You know how it is.
I do.
Yes. So catch me up, man, because I mean, you've got so much happening, so much has changed, so much is moving forward. I just want to hear it all. What's up?
Well, I mean, we've been doing the fundraising thing and we've killed on it. We've done really good.
Yeah.
And I'm really proud of what we've done on it. It all went good. You know, the only thing you don't consider is the what the fundraising platforms charge you percentage,
Yeah.
and the government and all
Yeah.
that.
And everybody else that has their hand
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
And then the perk shipment and all that. So there's a lot, but we did good. And I really, when I first started that fundraiser, I was afraid that, like I told her, I didn't even want to do one because I was afraid it wouldn't make more than 10,000 and I'd be embarrassed.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we hit like 140, 150.
Yeah. Little did you know.
Right. But that's okay because I'll take that pressure because, you know, I'm setting out to make something even better than the first one. That's our goal.
Yes.
So, and it's not mainstream or nothing. So I don't want to let the hardcore fans down, and I want to give them more of what they love. So
Right.
that's what we're trying to do, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, because the first one just took off like wildfire, and
Well, it took off like Nikki, or those. You ever heard about those big round bales of hay catching fire?
yeah,
After like years of sitting in a field. It's
yeah.
kind of more like that. It sit out there and started a little bitty spark and took
Right.
like 10 years. I tell everybody all the time that like Marvel movies come out and they come out huge and with all this, spectacle and all this kind of
Sure.
stuff. But indie movies, you just climb. And most of them don't climb. Most of them come out, they hit their peak and they disappear. But
and that's it. Yeah,
yeah, but Circus is so weird. It's like more popular today than it was when we released it.
right.
It's the weirdest thing,
Which is amazing because I mean, it traveled well. I think it made the rounds as it should have. The way I think it was meant to. The pace and the momentum was good for it, because now people are like, especially now with social media, everybody's making content, they're just rediscovering it because, I mean, isn't it on like Tubi or wasn't it on Tubi? Right.
And
Yeah,
that's what's
so-
blown up, Nikki, is there's a Tubi group. And somehow I ended up in it because somebody said something about Circus of the Dead, but
Right.
somebody will bring up the movie and the next thing you know, there's like, 500 or 600 comments and stuff. And, there's some haters and stuff too, but,
Whatever.
but it's mostly like, it's really honestly like 80-85% good. And
Yeah.
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I really believe that people that don't get it don't get the movie. They're just judging it, or they're too busy doing something else on their phone or something instead of
Yeah.
watching it. Because
Right.
nowadays it's very hard to get somebody's attention, for a couple hour movie.
Yeah, it is. It is, unfortunately. But, I mean, people's attention spans are, we're in a crazy time with the way everything
Boy,
is. I mean, it's
Yes,
a
we are.
it's a
such
love-hate relationship, right? Yeah.
It's a mean world too. Is just like I just think everybody's mean and angry and stuff, and it's like kind of funny. Is like that's what Papa was before.
Right.
It was all like that. So we'll see what happens to him. His character arc and growing into part 2, because it picks up like the real world. It picks up, in real time. So it's been
Right.
like 11 years since we last talked to
Yeah.
him
Yeah.
or seen him. So we're picking up after that. So everybody's aged, Papa's aged, all the clowns have aged. And we'll see how his perspective on life and stuff has changed too.
Right. So. Right. And where this thing is going to go, because I'm sure it's going to go.
Yeah.
It's going to go there. Yeah.
It is going to go there. The first movie I had, my old boss was the investor. So there was some things I wasn't supposed to do. And I ended up, some of them I did, some of them I cut, out that we didn't shoot it because I didn't want them to get upset with me. But my only is with Kelley. She sometimes tells me no. We made some masks, popcorn masks for Texas Frightmare this weekend, and I was making the packaging for it. And I said, well, I'm going to call it the popcorn rape mask. And she goes, no, you're not. So.
The things I have to say no to are very clear no's. It's not like I'm being a prude, I promise.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And
like
Nikki,
rape whistles, that kind of stuff.
Rape whistles and stuff. And here's the thing is, it ain't me trying to be, what do you call edgelord or anything? Because I don't condone rape or anything like that. But what I am is a realist in the world, and this
I was just going to say that,
stuff that goes on. Yeah,
it's a realistic part of our life, and it's one thing to see it on the news, but then it's something else when you depict it in a film. So it's like, I get why people are, a little triggered by it, but at the same time, that's also something that you could kind of grab on, is the fact that they're triggered by it. And
that's the warning before the movies, it's they made, sexual before it and stuff. And that's what I think it is, because some people may never want to watch, and that's cool too. Right. But to me is like, it just, the serial killer documentaries don't shy away from that stuff.
Right.
And it's when I write characters they are who they are. And it's, I think that's why I write my dialogue as good as I do, is that I really put those characters as if they were real people. What would they do if they're in this situation? What would they say in this situation?
Right. As you should.
Yeah. That sounds normal, but people, the whole grape and stuff like that is torture porn. It just torture. It's grape and torture corn.
Yeah.
So you can say it online.
That's part of me feels like when it comes to like the kind of torture porn aspect of it, I feel like sometimes I notice if people stand really on their soapbox about certain things, there's a little bit more going on there to it. Like why are you so upset by it? Why are you so triggered 100%. By it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you probably get down in the dark on your own without, you know what I mean? Like you're rubbing some butter somewhere.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
with that said, you talk about food, you should come up with a torture corn.
Yeah. No,
torture
seriously,
corn.
I know. Just
That's
for you, like a strap on, right? Yeah. Wouldn't that be?
We better patent that one real quick.
Oh my gosh.
You should, and then you could take it off and put it in the microwave and make popcorn. Like,
I thought you were gonna say now.
It's multifunctional. I say we did it. We just
we're doing this campaign. That's what everybody was wanting, because we still have the original Popcorn's penis and stuff. We're gonna make some molds and make like a little, how like the heads come out on the trophy things for like stuff. I was gonna make that with the clown penis, and but we learned real quick that everybody wanted everybody wanted to be in the movie, and that's the perks that sold the most, to be in the movie.
Right.
Now it's up to me to make them seem like good actors, and not because you get a bad actor sometimes it could really affect the movie. But I told him just let me direct you and we're going to be good.
Right, exactly. It's very much like when you're working with a bunch of cooks in a kitchen. Like you really have to gauge everybody's personality, how much you can get from each person, what their level of best is, right?
You're exactly right.
Overwhelming them and being a little but letting them know like we got to get in here and do the work. So maybe like the less dialogue the better. Maybe some people are better just expressing rather than talking, right?
Yep.
Like they're good at like
you're
looking,
exactly right. Yeah.
you know, looking sinister
exactly
and
right.
all that. Like, no, don't talk. Just
Well, it's to me like, I know Rusty Edwards, we talk about this all the time because he says he's not an actor and stuff, but people go, man, he did so good in that. It's like,
yeah,
I call us like character actors. Like same with me too, is I can play my type, but am I going to go compete with Bill Oberst Jr. and act? No, because Bill Oberst Jr. can play me. He could play you. He could do anything. I mean, I think he plays Abraham Lincoln still to this day and stuff.
yeah,
I mean,
he does.
Mark
yeah.
Twain, Ray, what is it? Roddenberry, not Gene Roddenberry, Ray Bradbury.
Ray Bradbury, yeah.
Roddenberry, Star Trek.
He's doing Star Trek, yeah.
I don't even know where that name come from,
He's
but
hosting sci-fi.
he could do anything. He's the actor's actor. That dude's just a badass. But that's what I'm saying is if these people that aren't comfortable with acting, that's what I'm saying is you just worked on your comfortability with us and you're going to be fine.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I think that's really key is when you can just, again, bring out the best in the person, and just letting them be comfortable with like, we're all here together, man. We're all just trying to make it happen. It's okay. It's serious, but not that serious. Right. So, just get in there and have fun. I think that's the thing, like have fun with what you're doing.
Well, it's fun. The first one was fun. And I was my first one. So I kind of wasn't knowing kind of what I was doing, and it'd get stressful sometimes, but overall it was more fun than it wasn't. Because, we learned too, like some of the action stuff is like, we scripted it the same length as the dialogue as far as the time to shoot it. And it's night and day, getting effect shots and getting, action stuff took a lot longer than the other one. So we're trying to figure that stuff out too. But
right.
And the technology's changed hell too in 10 years. So it's like
so much has changed. We've changed, we've all changed. And I think we're all at this like place where we have let go of a lot of stuff that we were hung up on for a long time, a lot of stuff we've carried with us. And now when we create stuff, it's not about anything else other than that thing. You're not thinking really too far ahead, even though you are, but like, what I'm saying? You're not like caught up in the bullshit of like, like you're just doing it because you already know, you already have the vision.
Right.
You already know what it's going to be. It's just a matter of creating it and making it happen. So, like I said, I'm super excited about it. I've been stalking you for so long.
Well, we're ready to start. It's just there's some dotted I's and crossed T's and red tape of some business bullshit that we're letting clear up and stuff a little bit first, so that way we don't carry old baggage with us, so to speak.
Right.
So,
exactly. Yeah, that's the last thing you need. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No old lunch pails unless they're props.
No, right.
Yeah.
Unless it's Noodle Dome's lunchbox.
Yeah.
Which will be in this one.
It is in this one. We bring it back too, but it's had a transformation too. You'll have to wait and see. So
I can't wait.
This serves dual purposes now.
So exciting. Oh my God. And then like, you think about the stuff like merch and stuff too, right? Like all that other stuff.
That already kills. I kill on merch. It's now I don't kill like art Terrifier level merch, but I do pretty good for indie merch. I get a lot of fans, wanting, but
right.
I would love to have the action figures and stuff too. That's my dream. We've had a couple of custom ones where somebody made a dozen of them or something. And they sold out in minutes. But no, I'm excited for that kind of stuff. And there's a lot of possibilities for so many characters.
Yes.
There's so many characters in this that are so interesting. And things I did steal from Terrifier is like you see him in a Santa Claus outfit or a regular outfit, a bloody outfit. I go, okay, we're gonna have way more costume changes. We got a lot.
Right.
So we have policeman clowns. We have suit clowns dressed to kill clowns. We got their OG costumes. We got their new costumes. So hopefully that all transitions into merchandise is what I'm hoping. So
I think so. Like, I mean, it's good to take notes. You know what I mean? I think that doesn't end in any creative realm you're in. I think you're always kind of looking to see who's innovating, who's creating what, so you can be like, that's a good idea. I could, duly noted. And like you said, the costume changes, the bravado, the, all that stuff that you don't really, again, like, it's kind of an afterthought. Like when you think about it, like, cause when I wrote my book and I put it out there, like, I didn't think about the other things that go along with it, right? Like the merch tie-ins, and then the characters that you could actually bring to life in a physical form. And
there you go.
So your brain is like constantly like, so you need someone like Kelley. you need someone like her to keep you grounded, right?
That's her specialty though, is we both love horror movies. You know, she's a hell of a producer. She's already produced some stuff too. So that really helps me out. Because I'm so broken creatively sometimes, not broken, like all I can do is creative. I can't do the regular stuff, the numbers and the
business,
Like she says I think it's the boring stuff. I just think it's all over my head. It's just important. It's very important. So she brings that balance, and I couldn't do it, or I don't know that I would do it without her. But like we even did a photo shoot with her pictures and stuff, and we're even changing that costumes and stuff up a little bit too, because we can look at it from a distance now and say, okay, well, we like this, we don't like this.
Right.
It's good. It's good to kind of have this kind of time to it's like you testing that food before you send it out and everybody hates it. You know what I mean? We could test it.
That's the point. Like you make it, you create it, you work through it, and you make it better. You know, that's where the constructive criticism comes in. And that's why it's good to have multiple mouths, tasting it, because then, people are going to be honest with you in the moment. If they don't like it, if it doesn't taste good, they're going to tell you. If it's too salty, if it sucks, they're going to tell you. And those are the kind of people
that's what your buddy Serge uses me for a lot. Is Texas barbecue.
He's doing some great things, man.
His
food looks amazing.
Did you see he I hope he's watching this. He can fucking listen to some stuff, but he gets it and takes it so serious on some of the things, like it's like food's more important than breathing, and stuff. So
I mean, I can understand that, because it kind of like for you with filmmaking and creating, it's just so much a part of your DNA, and it's just what you lead with all the time. But I've also, I'm a maniac anyway, so I take it seriously, and I don't take myself too seriously in it, because I feel like you kind of miss out on the whimsy and those moments that happen that are silly and improv, and I love what I do. I'm good at what I do, and I know what I'm doing. But I also know that I have a lot more to learn, and I love collaborating with other people. And you got to remember to have a good time. At the end of it, he's not cocky. I mean, he's a little bit like that, but he's good in that sense, and he's always open minded. If anything, he's always shitting on himself about his stuff. But I'll try and say but I'm not going to lie. He's got some of the best barbecue I've ever had. And I've eaten a lot of damn food, Nikki, in life. Yeah. I mean, every time I see something he posts, it's just, and plus his photography.
There you go.
He takes his photo. I mean, he knows what he's doing. That's what I'm saying. And getting to a place where, again, like I said before, where your shit, what you're doing. It's not about arrogance or conceit or, I mean, I'm from New York, so I'm cocky anyway. Everybody is. We all think we're the shit. But but I'm at a place where I've earned that. I've earned it because I've put in the work to get there. He's put in the work to get there. So it's okay if you toot your own horn and be like, yeah, I did that. Well,
he does
it takes time.
Then he's takes it away, and then he does it. So, but see, I've already been there. I already know all this, just like you're saying. Sometimes just the experience of, getting there, being really good and getting knocked on your ass. And then
absolutely.
It is, but I'm proud of him because he said he was going to do this and he stuck to it. And
he did.
He does it good and he takes it serious. He never phones it in. So if he transitions to a big restaurant and keeps that attitude and stuff, I always told him if I hit it big or something, I'll invest in it and do that.
Right.
As long as I have one, like at Roadhouse, they have that Willie's corner. I have a Billy's corner.
There you go.
In the restaurant. Yeah. So I can just always go and hang out. Yeah.
That'll work.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. I mean, it's really just consistency. It's perseverance. It's, fighting through all the madness and the noise that is outside and within our own brains. Again, just believing in yourself that you can do it, regardless. And like I said, I'm super proud of him. Even the last time he was on the show, he was just kind of starting out. I think he had done some competition, some barbecue stuff. And, I was like, dude, man, you're already there. You're already on it. So,
and he pays back too, Nikki. He always pays it forward.
Oh.
He helps other people who, because he got helped on his way up.
Yeah.
But too, you being a food person and all, I almost said a foot person like Tarantino.
Well,
no,
that's another thing. That's a different subject altogether.
That's a different thing altogether. But it's like barbecue from when I was a kid ain't barbecue nowadays. You can't be one of those old fashioned barbecue places anymore.
It is so sophisticated, right?
It's all about the smoke.
So. I feel like it's really kind of stepped up, like to the bougie barbecue era. Like you can't just like be slathering on some Sweet Baby Ray's and
that's what I do at home.
Call it in a day anymore.
Cooking on my grill, But that's what I said. My food thing is the doctor told me last time that if my A1C doesn't go down a little bit, that he's gonna force me to get on insulin and stuff for my diabetes and stuff. So I've been trying to cut back and do better. So I've been trying not to think about food because it takes me down a bad way. It's like my crack.
Yeah.
I miss my rice. I miss my pasta.
The carbs. Yeah.
I miss the carbs a lot. I can kind of live without the sweets. Kelley couldn't, but I could.
I could not.
But Kelley does really good. She stays focused and works on her thing because the movie and all that. So
I'm on the other side of the camera. So I don't have a choice.
Right. Well,
and it's hard to do. She's pretty dedicated.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I mean, you guys are, when he first started putting it out there that you guys were together, especially after like our last conversation, and we had both been, broken hearted, and oh my God, what are we gonna do? Like we were both like so in our fields, rightfully so at the time. And then when I saw you, and I was so happy for you that you guys found each other, that that's just, you're such a beautiful woman, and I could see how you just brought him back to life, if you'll allow me to make that observation.
We had to do it for each other. We were both coming off of a crazy time in life,
right?
Well, if it wasn't for Oberst, though, I mean, he's the one.
Yeah, that's how I met him.
She was in one of his movies.
Oh wow!
And he just tagged all of us, and he donated some stuff to an auction, and they donated stuff from her movie, and we donated stuff from Circus, and we got tagged in the same post, and we were chit chatting. Neither one of us did it while we're in relationships either. It was once the relationships were gone, we just started, chatting more and more and more.
Right. Oh.
And then I screwed up and let her come down a couple times.
Yes.
I brought my kid.
Sleepover.
Yeah. He got his license today, and he left. Like he showed me he's going to get his friend, and he just got his license today. It's raining, so I just heard an ambulance. I'm like, that's probably them. Like, but it's okay.
That's my ride. Yeah.
Yes. I'm like, oh my gosh.
He's a pretty good driver though for his age.
Yeah.
So I take credit in that. Both of us, we're the ones that taught him while he was down here.
Yes.
I just try to teach him about the things, because even driving, like we're talking about barbecue, driving's changed since we were young too, Nikki. Because people are assholes and crazy drivers.
My God.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Where are you at, Nikki?
I'm in LA still. I'm still in
Okay.
LA. Yeah, still in LA. I'm going to be making my way up north to Portland, probably at the end of this year, if not early 2027.
Is that for just temporarily, or just you're going to move?
I need a change. I need a jump. Yeah, like I've lived here for 16 years now. And it's kind of like a love-hate thing. The industry here has changed so much.
Yeah,
Not that I moved here for that. It's just I just kind of tripped and fell on top of it. But being a chef, like you get afforded the opportunities to enter rooms that you probably would never. And then you end up kind of being treated like you're a celebrity by celebrities, because they're impressed with you, because you're providing them with an experience. And it's a place I've always felt comfortable in, because I've always been somewhat of a performer. I used to perform in band in school. I was in chorus. So I like being on stage, and it's where I felt the most comfortable and within myself, you know what I mean? Same thing in the kitchen. It's like for you, when you're making films, when you're writing, when you're in that process, you are in your element, you are the most, in tune with yourself.
Yeah, that's no lie.
Yeah. And it's a powerful place to be. And it takes it takes a while to get your stride where you are just unequivocally and unabashed about it. In that give no fucks era, I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. And if you like it, great. If not, that's okay too. I'm going to keep it moving and keep it pushing. But the way that people have changed and evolved here is just not in a way that aligns with me. Yeah. No shade to anybody doing their thing. It's just, energy doesn't lie. And I'm very that intuitive and instinctively, drawn with people. And it's just not everybody's, not everybody deserves a seat at the table.
Yeah, I get you.
What I mean?
Yes.
but it's just time for a change. You know, my daughter, you know, is on the spectrum, and, you know, she's doing really well. She's doing really great. But what we lack is the community and support, which is integral, you know, especially for me to continue to perform and be consistent as the parent that she needs me to be.
Yeah.
So, you know, taking care of myself is paramount. And again, centering yourself, putting yourself back at the center of the things that you're doing rather than all the other shit. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like we're all in that era of like, all right, I'm really steering my ship now, like big time.
Yes.
And it's great to see. I love it. It's super exciting. Like I said, the fact that you guys, I'm like looking at you guys like you're like the new Bonnie and Clyde of the art scene right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah. Why not, man? Shit, let's go. Let's get
Booty and the Beast.
Yeah.
I was going to say that we had a dear friend of ours, Raven.
Mm-hmm.
She just moved to New Zealand, and she had a child on the spectrum too. And boy, they couldn't be happier.
Yeah.
She said they really treat it differently over there.
Yeah.
You know, disabilities and stuff. So
right. Because, you know, there's a lot of, I mean, again, it's so like surface level here. Like people love to say and talk about the topics, but they're not really about the topic.
Yeah, that's a good point.
There's not a lot of follow through. You know what I mean?
Where they want to wear the T-shirt and wear the button.
Right.
But are they doing anything about it?
Right, exactly. Yeah. So it's like people will tell you that they'll be there for you, and then you kind of lean on them, and then I can't, you know. So there's not a lot of like. It's hard to find really like genuine, authentic.
It is.
You know. Yeah. And I think that's when our circles get a lot smaller, which is fine. I'm okay with that as long as the quality that is around me is top tier. Because that's where I'm at with things. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather walk alone in solitude than to deal with people's bullshit. Drama. Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
no, that's a good point. We sound like we're in about the same place.
We are all on board in the same place in life. It sounds like.
I feel bad, you know, because it's like I can't. Because once upon a time I was there for everybody and anybody and everybody, and it's I can't be now, and it's like it hurts me sometimes to think about it.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like even like my dad, you know, him passing away and stuff is like, you know, sometimes I feel like I didn't do enough, or Lee. You know, some of my friends and stuff, but
but Billy goes over and above and beyond for everyone, like everyone.
Well, except myself.
Yeah, but then he gets in his feelings. He's the ultimate empath. Yeah, so, and I thought I was, but I have nothing on him. So
no, I mean, I can relate because it's like you know, I'm the same. I love to nurture. I love to feed people. I like to make people happy, and I show up. If I can show up for you, I will. And I don't expect anything in return. I don't need a camera or a phone in my face to capture a picture of me doing a good deed. You know, like it's just where I come from, and how I am. At the same time, though, like I have to be able to give that to myself. You know, because again, like I can't be everything I need to be if I'm lacking. And, you know, like if I'm giving people the same advice, I need to heed it myself. You know, if someone's treating you a certain type of way and it's pissing me off, then I need to make sure that I'm taking care of myself too and not allowing that to happen. Yeah. So when we put ourselves first, you know, it's not anybody's fault. It's just if you're improving and evolving and growing and expanding and other people are not. Again, no shade to them. It's hard to stay in pace with them because you're not there anymore. You're not on that level. You leveled up. And it's okay to be like, I still got you. I love you. I'll always care about you. But I gotta keep going.
Yeah, you're dead on. You're dead on.
It's like moving on from the 3D to 5D energy. That's exactly what you're talking about.
We're ascending, like straight up. Like,
and I tell him about this stuff all the time. I give him daily Schumann reports.
So I know 3G and 5G. You skip 4G though.
Know, right?
D.
Oh, D?
Yeah, I drive him crazy talking about the sun, moon, and stars every day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm very that. I mean, anybody that knows me knows that I'm all about that kind of stuff. And I do integrate it into my everyday and how I go about things now more so than I ever did. Because for me, it just makes sense. It makes sense to me.
It makes total sense. It never lies. Like,
and I understand that it doesn't to everyone, you know, and that's just because of how they were raised and their belief system and what they've adopted. And that's fine. But, you know, I feel like there should be an acceptance that, there's all colors, all spectrums, all, like you can't walk through a field of wildflowers and not notice the beauty in each and every one in their singularness, like
you're right.
There's just being individual, and we need to be reconnected to source, which is Earth, the planet that we all share. And again, like it's deep to go there, but like sun, moon, stars, Earth, Earth, air, fire, water, like it's all part of us. We're part of it. We're part of each other. And I realize like not everybody's like that, but that's just what kind of helps me.
Is that why your background is that, huh?
Yeah.
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 I noticed that immediately.
Yeah.
I was going
to just integrating it into the everyday of what you do, like my cooking and, spices and all that. Like I feel like now, like I'm going to represent me in everything that I do, as you guys are, you know what I mean? Like that's where you're at too. And I love to see it. And that's why it's exciting, because it's encouraging.
It is exciting.
Yeah, for sure.
I just hear it's writing Circus of the Dead, really polishing it up. Something special is, like even like lately been in the death thing, death and getting older and all that. So
yeah,
it's writing brings me down, and it's like my depression and stuff is like really tough sometimes,
Yeah.
It's like I feel bad about people around me and stuff, but I think I need it to write sometimes, So
I'm the same though.
I understand,
Yeah, like I am my best creatively when I'm in some kind of
everyone's that way. Yeah.
Yeah, like because
Wow.
again, I could really kind of alchemize it and transmute it into what I need it to do for me. Like I don't need you to like tear me to shreds in my brain.
Right.
I need you.
I don't do tough love. I made that
Right.
clear in the beginning.
Yeah.
Don't tough love me.
But also like I come from a lot of like messed up shit in my family, and that it is in me. It's like a dormant volcano that I have to keep at bay all the time. And when certain things arise, it usually shows itself in sadness and depression. It's never really like anger anymore, because I'm not that anymore, and I'm not living that kind of life. I'm not surrounded by that kind of stuff where I have to be so defensive. If anything, it's more me tearing myself to shreds, and the self-doubt and the stuff, and trying not to, instead of taking it out on the people around me, I take it out on the work that I'm trying to do. So let me put it there in the words, in the food, in the the visions that I have, or the imagery that I put out there with certain things. Like I just try to work it out that way. But yeah, I'm not like, if I'm doing well, it's great, but it's a little bit harder or more challenging to create from that happy place, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess you can relate to that, but yeah, like if I'm going through it, it's easier for me to be like, oh my God.
Which I know those people.
Yeah.
I was telling, now help me understand more, because it's been so long. I was telling Kelley, she goes, what is this, Nikki Meow? I said, she's a chef, but she only, since she's got Asian in her, she only cooks cat meat and cat recipes.
Oh my God, really?
Is this not true, Nikki?
Well, the Asian part is not true. I am
Puerto
Billy's
Rican,
Columbia.
Chinese.
Yeah, I'm Chinese below the waist.
I know. Okay, so the Meow thing, it was just something that came up between my friends and I years and years and years ago. And we just kind of adopted saying meow, calling each other meow, using the word meow, like, oh, do you want to go meow? Like it could really like fit in certain places.
Right.
Like,
as a replacement.
Like, meow, you hungry? Or like, meow, like, what are you doing?
Like Smurf, like when somebody goes, hey, Smurf you.
Right. Yeah.
Now, did you write a book? You did horror books.
I wrote a middle grade fantasy children's book titled The Creepy Culinary Adventures of Nia Luna, inspired by my daughter.
Awesomeness.
Yeah. It again, that one was a completely grief driven experience.
How was the thing of it? The reception?
Good.
How's it feel? Good.
Really, really good. Surprisingly. I mean, like, I knew, again, like I swear I can't say it without sounding some type of way, but I knew that I was onto something when I was writing it, because things were just, you know what I mean? Like when you're tapped in,
like
you know what I'm saying? Like it's just coming out and you don't even know where the hell it's coming from. And within it, I drew from my entire life experience in restaurants, feelings that I had, about my daughter when, she was first diagnosed, and the fear that people fucking throw at you, and like everything is like worst case scenario, and we don't know if she's going to talk, and we don't know if she'll be able to live her own life, and and whose fault is it? Was it because this happened when she was a baby? All that stuff that you have to cycle through to get to a place where you're like, and like, oh, the doctor was like, well, she's not going to be normal. And that phrase like just cycled in my head like over and over again. And I remember like I took her to the park. She was 3 and she was just playing like a normal kid, and all of a sudden like this wave of calm like just came over me as I was watching her. And I was like, so she's not going to be normal. Like it turned into this like, of course,
not always a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing.
Like, and what the fuck is normal anyway? Like I'm not, you know what I mean? So of course my kid's going to be a standout. So am I. So with that, I made a lot of decisions in my life to step out of the kind of brick and mortar restaurant scene, because it's a beast. It demands all of your time. I had missed a significant amount of her early years because I had to work. And, it was the hardest, easiest decision I ever made was to step away from that, because I knew I needed to take control of what was going on with her and meet her where she was, and do a tremendous amount of work on myself. That was really, really hard to do, because there was just no other way that we were going to get to where we are now. And in that process of having to like reinvent myself and figure out how I was going to go forward, how could I still cook for a living? How could I still be involved in what I love so much to do without, making that giant leap like, oh, well, no, I got to give it up because, I didn't ever want to frame it that way. I had to embrace that, okay, this is a big change. So from all that came Mystic Meals, came, just the integration, doing a podcast during COVID, the freaking flupocalypse when the whole world was upside down, and reconnecting with everyone who was tripping and bugging out just like I was. Like, what do we do? You know what I mean? Like, we couldn't be next to each other, we couldn't be around each other, we had to prove that we were vaxxed or not, people were turning against each other. It was such a crazy time. So again, out of that madness sprung the things that you see me doing now, my spices, the book, podcast, all of that. So I'm sorry if that was a very long-winded answer to your question.
No. I needed it anyway, because I wasn't even for sure. I said, I met her a long time ago, and I don't know why she's into cat meat, but
I was like, okay, so we've got the cat, we have the
because it's not as gamey as people think. That's why. It's really not. It's very similar to pork, and if you marinate it well, you don't know the difference at all.
Oh no.
It's
my dad used to make
you need a few of them though to feed a crowd. I can tell you that.
He was making those short ribs or something one time, and he goes, Billy, if you ever have to cook dog or something, I'm not saying you will.
God.
He goes, you got to do this so that way it stews longer and makes it softer. And
You would. So, you'd probably have to stew it or braise it to get away with it.
Yeah. Actually, I think that's what it is. Braised pork ribs or something.
Yeah. You eat it and it's tender and yummy.
But I'd eat a person before a dog because I really love dogs. So.
Yeah. I think people, again, I think the reference is the same, pork. Like we're kind of quirky. Yeah. We're kind of hammy. It makes sense.
God knows I am.
A big old ham. Yeah.
I got a shirt on so you can't see my 6 nipples.
Well, listen, like we're all good. Listen, as long as we're good from the top up, it's fine. Are they all in the same place, or is it like
no, they're all fucked up.
You have like a little constellation.
You could do like it does like the what is
Dipper.
It? The Big Dipper.
Ah, that's so you.
With the hole in it at the belly
Big
button.
Dipper. I know girl. She's like, yes, I do. Awesome. I love it. So, okay. So you mentioned that you're going through some health stuff with your diet and how things have changed for you. I remember we were talking about how food wasn't really like kind of something that you related to in a positive sense. I just go after it. Yeah. Even now that you're having to pivot and shift the way that you eat, do you still find that you're able to enjoy what you're eating?
Well, yeah, I just noticed that stress makes it, if I'm stressed or having a rough day, that's when it's hard to be healthy.
Right.
But when I'm feeling healthy or eating healthy, I'm feeling really good.
Yeah.
It's like surprisingly
good. It's made
good.
a huge difference.
Yeah.
So the doctor has always been right. Who knew?
Well, yeah, the doctor always tells you that. You could go
Yeah,
in
right.
Skin and Bones and they'll tell you you're too big.
Well,
So,
that's one thing for sure. I mean, like food is medicine. It really is if you know how to use it.
well, I've been
Yeah.
using it as a drug. So
Yeah, I think both of
Yeah,
us
but
have.
not anymore. Good.
We all have. It's like I know I need my daily fix. I do. I really do. So, do you guys cook together?
Oh my God, no. He is so in the. He will not. He is. No.
we
he's,
sous chef for each other sometimes.
No. I sous chef for you, but I do everything on my own, and I clean everything too. Just to be clear. So, but I didn't learn how to cook at all until I moved here 4 years ago. Like I didn't cook at all.
But she's caught the back porch on fire and the stove on fire.
That's how you do it.
Actually, almost last night.
Hey, man, you know what happens.
Hey, it's not stopping me.
And nor should it.
Right.
You know, as long as you don't burn the house down, you're good. Just a little portion is
It's come
fine.
close.
That's
It's
okay.
come close.
It's come very close.
Yeah, there's a few black spots on my stove. It's okay. I'm like,
But I'm learning.
Never forgets.
But no, she's from going to not cooking anything to cooking like drop dead Thanksgiving and holiday stuff. She's done really good.
Yeah, throwing it down.
I have to just plan it out and have everything organized so I can make sure I don't mess up. Because it's really just like math, and I always talk to him about cooking with love.
Yeah.
You
Oh
can
yeah.
tell.
Oh yeah.
And so the other night I forgot.
That's
to
what
put some seasoning in the
teenagers do
packet.
at Subway
Yes.
in their mayonnaise. They cook with love. Oh, you don't mean that?
no.
Yeah. They made that sandwich with love.
He said I cooked the other night with anger because it was rough. He's like, you did not cook this one with love.
Yeah.
Like you cook. Like
Right.
She's
you
very
can absolutely tell. You can absolutely tell. Like when I go out to eat, it's crazy how intuitively you can just know what's
energy
going on.
readers. Yes.
Yeah, you just know what's going on, and you can
It's-
taste
yeah.
your food, and you could really feel like, man, the cook was not having it today.
I know,
Yeah,
right? I hope the cook's okay. Yes.
Yeah,
I know, you can tell.
And even when I'm mixing up my spices, because I don't do them until I get an order for them, because I like to be intentional when I'm making them for you. Like I keep you in mind and keep you in thought. Like because it is energy transference. Everything you're touching is going into what you're doing. So if I'm feeling some type of way, I won't do it. Like I won't. Like if I'm having a day, I'm like, no. I mean, I know I have to do it, and I'm like beating myself up about doing it, but I'm not in the right headspace, so no. And cooking is the same. Like if you're not feeling good in the moment about, just again being free flowing, whimsical, whatever, you're just jamming, you're putting it together. It's just here.
Right.
Shut up.
Right. Well, if I'm not feeling it, I'm not cooking at all.
Yeah,
Like I will not do it.
yeah.
With a teenager, it seems like it's more not cook. It's more. Sometimes we'll just fend for ourselves, and on those days, I'll make a real nice salad or something for myself.
Yeah. Well, it's good to have those things on hand where you don't have to think about it too much, because you spend so much time thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and overthinking.
And then we're like, what do you want to do for dinner? I don't know.
I don't know. You pick. I don't know.
You need to simplify, man, like in every area of your life where you can, like just a little tweak here and there, like kind of loosening the bolts, tightening that one. It's a daily thing with everything.
If it was up to us to pick, we're usually pretty easy. But when you add the teenager in and he's like, I don't want that, and you're not my real dad.
He doesn't. He is a brat. Yeah.
He's fixing to be 17, right? So he's definitely different.
You can't make me.
Yeah. Oh, I can make him.
Yeah.
Just by giving them the silent treatment, I can make them.
Yeah.
I don't physically abuse them.
Oh my God.
Anymore.
Not sexually.
Billy, oh my God.
I do emotionally try to hurt them all the time.
No, don't. What the heck?
Psychological. No, I know. I hear you. I mean, I'm so surprisingly, even to myself, even tempered and very patient with things. Like I don't need to be like that with my daughter. I don't like any type of aggressive way. But when I do get upset and I do get mad, it resonates because it is such a rare occurrence. Yeah. And I feel like that's when you're, keeping your temperament even keeled, and I think it's scarier and the delivery hits harder if you can really be calm in that moment when you really just want to punch somebody in the face. Yeah. And you're like, you know what? Take a moment, pause, think about what you're going to say, deliver it eloquently, and mic drop and give them that stare that lingers a little too long.
his anger is as bad as mine. So
Yes.
I've already been
It's
through everything he's been
yeah.
through. Yeah. Well, no,
Yeah.
not even that. Just more. I'm pretty good about getting them to chill because,
Mm.
you know, I don't, as mad as he is, it doesn't, you know, scare me off or anything.
Well, yeah.
So you know, I'll just say, hey, I said, you're mad about something. I said, I think we can figure all this out real
Yeah.
easy, buddy.
Yeah.
Fix it. So.
But that's what you need to do. Like, you need to try to communicate and be like, listen, I recognize that you're feeling.
Oh, we're doing good. It's just
Yeah.
he's 17.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing you can do about that, you know.
But now that he's got his license, like I told Kelley, is like, when I got that age, I was 16 or whatever, and got my
oh,
license.
man, that's it.
I didn't
out.
have much to do with my parents much
Yep.
after that for a long
Yep.
time.
You're done. I mean, you're so not thinking about anybody else but yourself.
Yeah.
And you're young and you've got your life ahead of you.
And
you've
everything.
got you've got this newfound freedom. You know, you're like, I don't need this. I'm out, you know.
And I don't need you.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. Until I need you for gas money. Yeah.
Billy, can you Venmo me some money? Yes.
Yeah, Venmo me some money.
Cash
Right.
out
Or
me.
something happens with the car and you need, you know, help fixing it. Yeah. You know, I don't need you till I do. That's just the way it is. But that's great though that you guys are, you know, have created something that, you know, works for you. You know, it's working and you're able to be in this place where you're both, you know, kind of this collaborative team now, this dynamic duo, power couple, like I said, Bonnie and Clyde, where like you've got it here, you've got it there, and together, like you're making great things. And like I said, I a lot of people are excited for this movie. Like, just, you know, I thought the whole thing you did with like Terrifier, like the whole tie-in and like, you know, the competition and all that was so brilliant to do. And
I like those guys a lot. A lot of people think I don't.
They're nice guys.
It's like they go, well, you knock the movie sometimes. I go, well, I knock Star Wars sometimes.
Right.
You know, so it's like, you know, but do I respect what the hell they did and respect the people? Absolutely. And there's a lot to learn from them, you know. It's the business aspect, even since I've made friends with them a couple of years ago, the director. Now I've already learned a lot of business sense, and that's why I'm still kind of waiting to shoot, getting some things worked out first. So,
well, you know, you got to make sure it's like it's ready to go in the way that you feel comfortable with. You know, you don't want to make any more compromises.
I feel like The Walking Dead, when all that started, it really opened up more. Made the horror pie a lot bigger. It went from a personal pizza size to like a jumbo pizza. Okay.
Yep.
And what they did right is I felt like it struggled a little bit on their story and their plot a little bit.
Yeah.
But the character was one of the greatest characters probably ever come. Debating about it being iconic because it's up there with them. And but I think what they did with their effects and the gore and stuff is they did really good in a fun, tongue-in-cheek way.
Yeah.
I'm really good with fun and tongue-in-cheek. That's my specialty too, but I really want to blow the top out with the gore stuff too this time. But with one of my stories, and that's the formula I'm going to.
Right.
And not cut any corners when it comes to getting too scared to put something in it.
Yeah.
Will there be a not rated version or an unrated version?
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. Yeah.
They're going to have to, because now I heard that all these VOD streamers and stuff are getting a little picky about that.
Oh, Lordy. Of course they are.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, I mean, it's just kind of par for the course these days with the way, just again, social media, everything is content. Every single thing is content. And it's, you know, I can understand how there are certain things that are triggering, but I think that's the point is I think that's
what a horror movie should be.
Yeah. I mean, it should invoke feelings. You know, you should be scared. It should be stark and like, whoa, like, wow, I can't believe, you know, it should make, especially for a true horror fan who's like, you know, a little desensitized, you know, from all the stuff that we get. Right. It's like,
we need hard more.
To keep topping it.
Yes.
Yeah. But
in
a way that's still like, I mean, tasteful rather than tasteless, right?
Yeah.
But still like insane, you know, because now I think like the bar is set pretty high. I think the expectation from the fans.
We went to Terrifier 2 in theaters. We're like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, that was good.
Yeah, like we've all been like eating off of this buffet of like gore and like over the top, ripping people to shreds and all that. But for me as a fan, what I miss is originality. I miss an original, authentic, out of nowhere sleeper hit type of situation that you go into it like thinking like, let me just check this out, and then your mind is blown.
Well, the only reason we ever even made this, me and Lee was we wanted to do the anti-clown movie, the anti-cliche one.
Right.
And that's what a lot of people, before they see it or even watch it, they'll say, "Oh, great, another clown movie. How original." It's like, well, A, we made it in 2013. It's just taken us forever to get it out.
Right.
B, it's not what you think it is. You know,
Right.
It's
Exactly.
not funny, haha. It's more funny. Oh shit, this is.
Yeah, it's like funny. Oh shit.
Mhm. And I think my favorite things is when somebody says that they feel dirty and they need a shower afterwards or something.
Yeah.
Or it just made them feel, they just felt like lost and really bummed out after the movie.
Right.
You know,
Right.
'cause
Yeah.
that's how I want to feel when I watch a movie.
Yeah.
So
Well, you want to feel something.
I want to be moved.
You want to
Move
feel
me.
something,
Yeah.
and that's what I think what a good film should do. It should make you question. It should make you think about things. It should make you double check to make sure that the windows and the doors are locked. You know, like, like, are we okay? Are we okay? You should feel a little paranoid in the moment. Why not? That's the point. I love
I
it.
think so too. A roller coaster for your senses is what I try to do
Yeah.
in a
yes.
movie.
So when do you think things are going to start jumping off with?
This summer.
Okay. Nice. Just in time for the heat. Right?
Yeah, and down here it'll be 110 and stuff, but that's how we shot the first one, so I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to add to it, no? Like it's going to be all sweaty and like, you know?
And it's so damn hot in Texas. Oh my God. Like it's so
man.
bad. And I'm so like albino. Like I have to wear sunscreen every day.
Yeah, I bet.
It's gonna be rough, but
As you should. Well, you know, rough but memorable, right? Like it'll all be worth the blood, sweat, and tears. Because I
I
mean,
hope
especially
so.
like
yes.
everything that you guys have put into it to get to this point, and then to finally like be able to like get to that day where it jumps off and everyone's there and everyone's in their makeup and their costumes, and you're like, damn,
we
like
did it.
yeah, I'm sure that's going to be an emotional moment. You know,
It's
like
the
when-
story, and to see that play out,
Yeah.
because you know after something comes out, the word kind of gets around.
Yeah.
It's like the M. Night Shyamalan movies.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
first, when you watch this, when you see it, you'll say, "Holy shit!" Because that's what I try to make the movies now.
Right.
Everybody already knows what's going to happen, but yeah, I can't wait for people to see what we're going to do. You
Yeah.
know, I just can't wait to watch with all the horror fans at conventions and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Super hyped.
I used to see people like, you know, they'd slam Noodle Dome and slam that baby down, and people would get up and walk out. Or they would laugh during the masturbating part.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just the same things. I also seen a lot of bad movies with other people where people would walk out just because they're bored. But
Right.
not my movies, and
Right.
that's what I want to do, is try to bring the best movie I can as an indie person and give indie people a good name.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. No, that's good though. I mean, I'm glad that you are staying true to who you are.
I
You know,
can't be anything else.
Yeah, like who you've always been, like regardless of like, you know, the I mean, to me, like success is measured more by the accomplishment of what you've done rather than the outside. Like, yeah, it's nice to get the recognition, the accolades, the whatever, you know, the money would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
I mean, let's be real, but at the same time, like you're being authentic and true to what, you know, to what it is you want to do. And that resonates and people pick up on that. And I think that's why you've amassed such a following of people with it. And, you know, that cosplay it when they go to these horror cons.
Yeah,
and,
that's pretty cool.
you know, have their own like, you know, film, you know, parties at home, doing their own like Rocky Horror style. Like, what can we do to this scene? What can we do to that scene? Like, I love it. It's in that place, and that
Well, it's a lot of
that.
Sexual stuff. It's how popcorn turns so sexual to people. It's pretty funny too.
Yeah.
So
Well,
guys, girls, all
it
this
goes
stuff.
to show who your audience is.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, like, oh, okay, like I'm not alone.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one that has strange appetites.
Like when we made the movie, I didn't ever think of that kind of stuff was going to happen.
Right.
You know, I didn't. It's like you said. It's like you don't think about all the other things when you're making your first one.
Mm-mm.
It's only afterwards. Like now, I go, okay, if I do this, it's going to cause this to happen in the world.
Right.
So.
But then I think is there a little bit, because I have kind of had these conversations with other filmmakers, like, is there any type of hang up that you have about making a second one? Because, you know, like there's this expectation for this sequel to outdo the first.
No, I mean, if this wasn't even the first one wasn't even as popular as it was, for me to do anything, I'm so hard on myself. There's nothing that any outsider can say,
Right.
You know, that I'm going to kill myself really hard be hard on myself so bad.
Yeah.
That I don't ever do good enough as far as I'm concerned. So,
Yeah.
You know,
I hear you.
and
Even though
seeing
you
that
are.
first premiere with strangers was like terrifying.
Yeah, I
You
bet.
know, and
Yeah.
but I think this one I'll just know now. I've just learned so much. It's just
Yeah.
I'm not like I
Yeah,
just
like
I just know what to expect now.
yeah, like you can let go again, like let go of all that, and be like,
And
we're
it
just gonna
sounds
stay
shitty,
here.
or it sounds like a lie, but I don't. It isn't. If somebody said, "Would you rather have make a shitty movie and have the most successful money in the world from it, or make a good movie and not make anything?" I'd rather have the good movie because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't live with myself if I didn't do good and make something
Right.
good that people are proud
Right.
of. And when I say people, I mean like the cast and the crew and stuff, or even these supporters that's chipped in and stuff and wanted to be a part.
Yeah,
I want something for them to say, hey, I helped these people. Hey, Bloody Bill helped them do a movie. And you know what? It kicks ass. I need you to watch it now.
yeah.
I want everybody to be proud. I just don't want it to
Right.
be an afterthought. This will go to you, Nikki, because I always use this expression all the time, is a movie should be something that sticks to your ribs like a good gravy or something and don't come
Yeah.
off right away.
Yeah.
That's the way a movie should be. Like you see weapons and all that. That's what you want. Give me something that I think about and say, oh, wow, that was just
Right.
awesome, or
Right.
Midsommar or whatever. I mean, the original Chainsaw Massacre. It needs to be some gravy that sticks to your ribs and just it sticks with you a bit and you never forget.
It should linger like burnt smoke. It really should. Like you should still kind of like, wow, like
There
or
you
like
go.
leftover perfume. Like it should still be there with you even a couple days afterwards. Enough so that you talk to your friends and people about it. Like, man, I saw this movie and I don't know.
Yeah, you guys see
to
it.
me.
Well, on the Tubi group, they come in there and they say, it's every day. And sometimes it's been averaging 3 or 4 times a day. Somebody will post a picture of the poster, said, somebody in this group told me to watch this. And I went in with the lowest expectations thinking this is going to be a piece of shit movie. And holy crap, that was actually a really good movie.
Yeah.
It's just people assume it's goofy because it's got clowns, but it's the anti-clown movie kind of thing.
Yeah.
So,
no, I mean,
hopefully it's
great.
the last clown movie, Nikki. But people watching this might not want to hear that. But golly, we'll see.
I mean,
we're going to make the best movie,
right?
And see how it falls.
You, like, I mean, I'm sure that there are other things that you want to.
There is,
and
there's a lot that I need to do.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure you have a lot in the chamber. Like a lot of things, and as with me, like I think when you're in your creative vibe, like there is an arsenal of stuff that you're sitting on that no one even.
Well,
has
and
any
they
clue.
assume too. It's like funny is like fans will say, "I know, but we want to see the clowns." It's like, and they go, "You're making a Western." Oh, it's. They don't understand. I go, "It'll probably be better than the Circus movie."
Yeah.
No, nothing would be as good as that. It's like they're afraid, but it's like it's a good director like a Tarantino can kind of do it about whatever they want. It's always usually pretty darn good, be it a Western, be it a horror or whatever.
Right. But I think you're allowed. You're allowed to like spread your wings and create what the hell you want to create.
Do whatever you want to do. That's the cool
thing about
life.
There's always going to be somebody who's not going to like it. Same thing with food. You can't make everybody happy. You can't do it for everybody either. Like you got to put it out there as you want to do it, and that's it. You're either going to like it or not. And
well, other than the people enjoying the movie, the only other successful thing I would like is if it affords me not to have to crowdfund, so then I don't have to, be
it's a lot of work.
A salesman. It's a lot of work.
I know,
and I'm really good at it, and I really do treat the fans good, and I think that's what's brought me to where I'm at. So trying to be as good as a person as I can.
Yeah, no, I mean you've always been a very approachable person to the fans.
I really try.
Yeah. I mean, you've never come off in any type of way to me.
I make sure we're not recording whenever I do that kind of stuff. No, I'll tell you. Here's what happens though: is like
that's another thing.
I need to make a post about this to these fans. Is like I can't get in my Facebook Messenger because there's like 7,000-8,000 messages. And things get moved, and even though you write something new, it still may be saved.
Yeah, it gets pushed down
2 years ago, and it isn't personal for anybody. It's just tough.
Like you can find me on the Only Clowns page.
Yeah.
Oh,
you can segue everybody to that.
Yes.
I know. I always joke about that I have an OnlyPans, but that's a whole other thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
OnlyPants. I'm there in like like an apron.
No, I'm just a pimp.
It's on the
I
menu
just pimp out my
today.
all those women love the clown so much. So
Yeah. Well, yeah. I get it. I totally get it.
I tell
All right,
I
so-
tell Bill that, and he gets all shy and turns red and everything. when I tell him. Well, in real life, he's the sweetest, most gentlest person in the world.
He really is. I mean, our last conversation, we were talking, I believe, about his grandmother and her recipe for fried chicken, and how he was hard pressed to replicate it because he just couldn't get it right. And he was like, "What am I doing wrong?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
It's the love. You got to put the
Keep
love in
doing
it, dude.
Yeah.
Right. I said that's what I said to him. I said, the more you keep doing it, and I think it's so important to keep family recipes alive. They are a dying art form in its own.
You're
so
right.
many people that their relationship to food is so different. Again, because of the era that we're in. There's a lot of detachment. Everybody's, just taking the picture, talking about, but are you really enjoying it? Or are you just like, you know what I mean?
There's your next business, Nikki. You should help
What?
these people put their family books together and stuff and show them and help them out a little bit.
Yeah.
Charge them some money, because I know a lot of these people might do that. I know my dad, the past year, couple years before he passed, was really tough and stuff. So it's just, I don't have much stuff written down too much, maybe on some weird Post-it notes and stuff, but I'd have to just practice it and get it right again.
Yeah, you would have to just cook everything, like from what you instinctively remember, and then tweak it as you go along, because flavor memory is strong. You can't.
Oh, it is strong.
Like what you remember, how something tastes, it's really going to guide you to, like the actual recipe, like the written thing that you want to pass on to other people.
But I try to stay away, Nikki, because it was, it just makes me sad that he's gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and it's like when I taste that stuff, it reminds me of him.
Right.
So,
but that's how you can honor him.
yeah, and I'm gonna get back there. I'm just gonna.
Yeah. I know it's a difficult. It's hard because you have to come to terms with that and on your own, in your own time and in your own way. But because there is not one of us that has been untouched by grief, and I mean, we're all walking with it, and I think it takes a long time to learn how to walk with it, because it's always there. I mean, there are days where it comes through and it comes and goes, and other days it just levels you, man. Like you just can't do it, and like everything's reminding you of it, and you're seeing stuff, and you're like, man, But as far as like our loved ones, they reside within us now. So we can carry them with us everywhere.
That's why I always say that. Yeah, they live in your heart now.
Yeah, like we carry them with us everywhere we go, and we can speak to them and communicate with them in a completely different way now.
My dad was kind of being a dick towards the end, so he's going to live in my ass for a while.
Right. Well, that's okay. At least he knows his place. He's familiar territory, right?
He's got lots of room to jump up and down and spread his arms.
He's comfortable.
He was good. The dark sense of humor and everything come from him anyway. It's just, I can be real with him and joking. I don't feel bad because I know how he is. He'd be doing the same thing if I was gone. So
Right. Well, that's what we try to do. We try to be the best of them, right? Like we take the best parts.
They did a thing at the local news covered the thing. They showed me the footage, but they didn't show it, thankfully, on TV. But somebody put him in my dad, and they were asking about how he knew I was going to grow up and do something special. And he told them that I pissed my bed all the time. And he said that I sucked my mom's boobs till I was like 15 or 16 because I was like, I had mental problems. And I think that's why he does horror movies. So he's a funny dude.
Yeah.
So I wish I'd have saved that.
You're like, he just completely called me out, and it's okay.
That's just what he does. Okay. So I
like,
miss that,
those
So
bed sheets back there.
It makes you have a thick skin,
Yeah. No, I think that there's something to be said about having a really good sense of humor. I think it's so important. Like, it's integral. I feel like for me, like I have, like, I can't, like, everything to me is a recipe for a joke, to be funny, to be, especially if things are really going bad. It's like, well, it could be worse. It could be a lot worse. Couldn't it?
Oh, it'd be worse.
Oh my goodness. But that's great though. I mean, it's great to hear and see how far you've come with so many things. Because like I said, we were like rolled down in the dumps last time.
Yeah. The cancer thing was probably the worst. It's just physically now it's just a lot of things are tougher, and age don't help it. So, that's what I'm trying to figure out now is that.
But you'll get there. I had to go on the same journey. Like over the past couple of years, like I got diagnosed with a bunch of stuff. Like my eyesight was really bad. I just had cataract surgery on my right eye, and the left is coming up. You know, it all has to do with health. I'm too young for that. I'm only 50. You know, and for me to be in this place where, like, you know, my body was like, okay, girl, we carried you through this far, but we're done. You know, and I think the stress of our situation, again, like everything around us really needs to be controlled. And that kind of goes back to like the people we have around us and stuff. Like if you know somebody's going to stress you the hell out and going to bring some drama, and, you know, like you need to do everything you need to do to keep your world calm and as manageable as possible.
We're on a podcast,
and our health becomes paramount, you know, like you need to do what you need to do. So I made the changes I needed to make. It was really difficult, but not at the same time, because I want to live, you know, I want to live my life. I want to experience, you know, 50 years down. I don't know how many left to go, but I definitely intend on being an old bag. You know, I'm going to be like an old brown leather shoe in the back of the closet. That's just like, you know,
that's going to get rid of me.
As long as I have my wits about me still, I'm good. I'm good.
You hear the dog crying?
Yeah. The dog is such a brat. He's barking at me because he wants me to get up and go throw the ball with him.
He misses mama. All right, we'll wrap it up then, because I understand, because I can feel my child. My own child is like, mother. What are we having for dinner?
Hey, is your book, is it school friendly?
Yes.
You should try to get it in there. I've heard a couple of friends get it in the school system. It might be good for kids to read that. You ought to check in on that right quick.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of moving parts to it. A lot of different.
Yeah, I bet you're right.
Avenues to take, and you know where I wanted to really exist and live. Yeah, I mean, that was a real labor of love, and you know, a friend of mine wrote like a really nice write-up about it. And you know, again, like when people start to resonate with what you do in a way that you didn't anticipate or expect, and then you hear like what they felt from it and what they got from it, it's like it's very humbling for me.
That's awesome.
You know, because you don't know how the things that you put out there are going to travel, and how they're going to affect people, how much it's going to mean to them, and what it's meant to me too. So, you know, I get just as much out of that in a very, like I said, very humbling way, because I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Did you get it pressed and everything?
I self-published through Amazon.
Good.
So that was an experience. And horror host Miss Misery, I'm not sure if you're familiar with her. She helped me edit. She edited the book for me. Awesome. You know, I sent her the first chapter of it, and I was like, I wrote this thing. Like, I don't know. You know, I was so kind of like, I don't know if I'm good enough. And I sent it to her, and she was like, you know, within like 15 minutes, she was like, where's the rest of it? Like, is it done? Awesome. And I was like, yeah. And then, you know, then that was that. We worked on it, and then the editing and all that fun stuff came into play. And then knowing when it was done, I think that's kind of the thing, and kind of the chef's curse too, the artist curse, whatever you want to call it. It's like just knowing when to just, it's done, leave it alone. You could fix some of that later.
Movie, I would fix things yesterday if I could on it.
Right. Yeah. You know, but then it's like, are you taking away the flavor, right? That you already put in it. So, but yeah, so it's out there. I'll send you a link and some stuff so you can kind of just get an idea of what it is. It's very goosebumps forward, but it is creepy.
A good thing now. Yeah.
It is creepy. It is spooky. I made sure to kind of put all of that stuff in there that I love, because I was influenced so much by like the greats, you know, like Dean Koontz and, you know, Stephen King and Rice, like, you know, all those storytellers. So I really felt like I wanted to do it justice, along with a lot of other horror stuff and sci-fi, and you know.
Well, I know I got like my nephew. I got some young people. Anytime young kids come up, we'll get us a couple, and I'll start handing them out to those kids. They probably like that. They can't read.
Yeah, not yet. Not yet, anyway. Okay, so let's end this with me asking my $1 million question that I always ask, and I'm curious to see what both of your answers are going to be. But at this stage in the game, if you could describe yourself as an appetizer, entree, and dessert, what would you be and why?
Appetizer, entree, and dessert.
Okay, for dessert, you would definitely be like banana pudding.
Is she supposed to answer for me, or?
I love that she was like, "Excuse me, I got."
Let me tell you your answers.
Yeah.
I mean, what we could like, what is it? The dating game, match game, or like when the couples would like answer each other's thing.
Yeah.
You could do that if you wanted, or you could each individually give me like Kelley, like what would you be as a 3-course meal? Billy, what would you be as a 3-course meal?
Well, the 3-course meal for me would be like an egg roll and some chop suey, because nobody really knows what chop suey is, because it's an old dead dish that was around forever a long time ago.
I love that old dead dish.
And there's no
dead
dessert
dishes.
because I can't eat sweet anymore. So
Yeah. Oh,
that's been
great.
taken off my plate.
Right.
Literally.
Literally. So.
Yeah. Not mine.
Yeah.
What are you, Kelley?
She's like, not me.
I like well,
Kelly's a thimble full of birdseed.
I
bran muffin.
No, I do not eat bran muffins. I eat oatmeal. Oh my gosh. No, I like, well, what I like and what I can eat are not the same, but like I like this southern like comfort food. That's my thing. Like, yes. Probably a lot like what Bill said. That's what, I came from South Carolina, right around, not too far from Bill. Okay. Now I'm on the other side of the world where it's all Tex-Mex. And there's not even any like comfort food places here. Like I always tell them there needs to be comfort food place here. So I would probably
all the more reason to make it yourself, right? Then like those things that you really want.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we tried. That was with the cast iron skillet. That's what she caught on fire.
I was trying to do that. Salisbury steak.
Apparently, it gets too hot and then it goes.
Yeah. It hit the roof.
Yeah.
Like it hit the ceiling.
I didn't know that could happen.
Yeah, it hit the ceiling. I was like, I don't know. It looks smoky. I hit the too hot point for it. So I never touched it.
Right.
I'll get at it another time.
What would
I know her. The appetizer should be colorful fruit.
Oh yeah, I do eat a lot of fruit. I'm obsessed with fruit.
All right.
Entree, it wouldn't be enough food to feed anybody. It'd be like a dry sandwich on healthy bread.
I gotta look good in this movie. What the heck do you expect?
No, I'm saying it's me seeing you as a dish.
Oh.
A dessert would be a dozen glazed donuts.
Donuts. Oh my God. I'm a donut
dessert.
girl.
Piled in the perfect shape. Yes.
I do love donuts.
Awesome. What would be your dessert then?
Mine? Hers.
Yeah.
She likes anything.
I'll
sugary.
eat anything, but what would I personally?
Yeah, what's your favorite dessert?
I think a banana split. I would be a banana split because I think banana split, and I don't even think I need to say why. I think it just suits me.
A good banana pudding.
Pretty self-explanatory, right?
Yeah.
Dessert would be a good banana pudding. Not to be racist, but somehow we got that Paula Deen recipe and we make that.
I was gonna say it's not your mama's banana pudding. Yes.
Yeah.
I was looking at that earlier.
It's rich though, but
it's so
good. She has a biscuit recipe that I still use. So,
I tried making biscuits once.
Yeah, she has. There's this one biscuit recipe. I think it's a cheddar biscuit recipe. I believe so. I've tweaked it over the years, but I pulled it from her. So good, and it's like drizzled with like garlic butter when it's done, and it just absorbs. Like it's just like the perfect texture for a biscuit. It gives you like that crispness on the outside, the fluffiness in the center. It's just like perfect biscuit, even with all the add-ins, like the cheese and stuff. It doesn't dry out at all.
I know. We can't have biscuits.
This is what happens. I know.
Our biscuit days are over.
I can drizzle the garlic in my mouth, I guess.
Yeah.
That's about it.
It's better than the other stuff that gets drizzled in my mouth.
Oh,
yes, let's go.
There, I knew it.
There we go. That's the after hours.
Yeah.
The after hours show. So where can everybody find you? Like you still have the fundraisers going, or like what are some of the things you want to shout out?
We're doing it on our own. I would just go to like a Circus of the Dead on Facebook, Circus of the Dead movie on there, or find Bloody Bill on Facebook. And then, but if you really want to get into something cool, we have a group on Facebook, an official Circus of the Dead group. And that's the funnest thing because I'll get in there and answer questions for anybody or anything. That's kind of fun because that's where I can actually do what I like doing the most is, talking to fans.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, listen, I am so happy that we did this. I'm so grateful to you guys.
It was good to catch up with you again.
It was. It's been so long, and it was so great to meet you, Kelley. And I'm so happy that you guys are together making this thing happen.
And if we're going to start doing some festival circuits or convention circuits. So when we do that, if we cross parts with you, we'll come over and you can cook some stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Funny
We
lesson.
said that last time too, because I was really interested in your dad's chicken fried rice, because you were talking about that. You know, that he had a really great recipe for it, and I was like, I would love to cook that with you and learn how to.
Serge has been trying to figure it out lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's again, like it's one of those things that it's going to linger, because it needs to be done, because if we're still talking about it now, it's worthy of.
I've been wanting it, but I'm trying to wait till after the A1C test to see if I do good.
Yeah.
And then maybe
see
I'll
where
do
you're
that.
at with stuff. Or maybe
but I just make so much.
out.
He taught me to make it. You make a bunch, and I eat on it for 2 or 3 days, so it makes her. Like, she goes, "You like use too many leftovers on that." So.
Oh well. We pivot and we adjust where we need to, but you might be able to swap out the grain for something a little healthier and still get the feels of it. I know. That's just my chef brain talking. It's okay. Forgive me.
Jasmine rice, long grain jasmine.
You're like, no, it's that or nothing. It's whole.
Buddy, we're on a podcast, Rufus.
Our dog is so rude. He's over here snapping his teeth at me. He's like,
it's okay.
like
you a cray boy.
He's crazy.
He knows. He knows it's time. He knows it's time to go.
And the other one's outside just chilling.
Being an angel as always.
On the back
porch. And your brothers.
Oh, night and day, Cain and Abel.
It's this boy right here.
Oh, hi. What's up, buddy?
Oh,
he's like, look, let's go.
What's wrong?
Who is that?
He is such a brat.
Oh,
Billy is
that's
too.
Okay. As he should be. It's okay. It's okay. All right, Meow. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you.
We got our shot fixed now.
Yes.
We're both in frame.
And thank you all so much for tuning in and hanging out with us. And we will see you in the next one. Meow meow.
Bye. See ya. Bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Mystic Meals Podcast. The Mystic Meals Podcast with your host and producer, Chef Nikki Meow. Kick-ass music by 3 Parts Acid. Follow 3 Parts Acid at 3 Parts Acid on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. The amazing artwork by Art by Bruce 13. Follow Art by Bruce 13 on Instagram. And I'm your voice with the most. I'm Jason Neer. This has been the Mystic Meals Podcast. The Mystic Meals Podcast, copyright 2026. See you next time, kids.